Welcome to Sales Strategy Bootcamp with Romeo Mabasa. In this episode, we look at customer employment profiling. There's always a reason why people agree to a meeting, respond to an email, or take your call. To the best of your ability, make sure that you map all decision makers as soon as possible to avoid a situation where things are dragging and you don't understand why. So always ask the question. Don't be afraid to make sure that you don't waste your time. We live in a time where, depending on the size of the deal, no one person makes decisions on their own or on behalf of their company. There should be people who are helping them, and it's very important to ask this question. As you meet that prospect, as you meet the client for the first time, you need to ask who else needs to be part of this meeting. Whether you know it or not, your deal might affect certain people, might affect certain processes within a business. And until you learn to map the entire process or value chain, you will not be able to close the deal. And that's why part of the probing process is to find out who the process owners or the process influencers are, to make sure that everybody is involved. You never know how important employment history is until you realize why some of your deals are stalling. In the next slides, we discuss some of the positions that you will run into, especially to understand why deals might not be closing. Is because you don't know people's real positions in a company. Number one, if someone has just been recently appointed, you know that they are not going to make a decision immediately, because they probably have a 90-day plan, which is 3 months from the date of employment, to learn about their new company, to make sure that they understand processes, they make relationships with people. So if you are talking to this person, chances are you might not close the deal as soon as you want to. Number two, you might find that this person has just been transferred from a previous unit, and it's important for you to understand how the previous unit and where they are connects. Are they starting from scratch, or is it a continuation of what they were doing? So that also tells you a story in terms of their experience in making decisions. Number three, an all-rounder is someone who most probably understands the entire value chain of the organization, end to end, how workflows, processes, people connect. And this is someone that you definitely want to work with. But again, as we said in the beginning, you will find that still they don't make decisions on their own. They might be working with a team. Who are all those people that they work with? Number four is what we call a sage, and this is someone who has been with the company from the beginning, and they have wealth of information, they know the history, and more importantly, they love to talk. All you need to do is listen, pay attention, ask the right questions, but remember, no one person makes decisions for the entire company alone. And number five, people move a lot. People resign, people get sick, people take sabbaticals, and you find that you are talking to a stand-in, someone who's just temporarily holding because someone is on leave or on holiday. Make sure that you ask these questions to make sure that you don't find that when you expect the deal to close, now the deal has been transferred to someone else who expects you to start from the beginning. Number six, and the last one, is someone who has resigned but never told you. You go through the processes, they string you along, and by the time you expect the deal to close, you are told that they are no longer with the company. And the sad thing is, they never ever transferred your deal to anybody. So you're going to start from scratch. Be aware of these things and be great at selling. And of course, subscribe to this channel, for we post fresh content every week. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That's my Romza. Thank you again for tuning in.